They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Oh, my goodness. It's 2020. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes. What up?
We back. Terry Shropshire.
Yeah, we in 2020 now.
2020.
Yeah.
Chef Clarence in the building.
You know it. I'm here. I'm here.
Lizzie P said she had bald tires. She found out when her mom ran off the road yesterday, skidding in her car, And they from Maryland.
Wow.
And they still got Maryland tags. So they should have known. If that Maryland weather is bad, this Atlanta weather, come on now.
Yes.
Bald tires?
I mean, she has
in 2020?
And she has a #1 song. What is she doing driving with bald tires anyway?
Yeah.
That's foul. That's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
No, not at all.
But you know what? At least she wasn't clout chasing.
Hey.
So today we're going to talk about the clout chasers of the week. We don't know which couple. Is it Martell and Melanie Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville, Alabama? Or is it John Gray, Pastor John Gray, and his wife?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's chasing clout with the latest bit of news that he has problems.
Yeah.
He chased clout a year ago when he bought that Lamborghini for $200,000 for his wife, but it seems like it's been all downhill since then.
Yeah, but he said that was his money. He could do with his money what he wants to do with his money to buy his wife his Lamborghini.
Well, she should have put his money into the church rent, and maybe they wouldn't be getting that eviction notice.
He's saying he told the media that he ain't got no problem making them rent, and that the landlord.
We don't want to tell them all. We giving them a rundown.
Yeah. Okay,
don't tell the story. Don't tell the story.
Sorry about that. I'm a little anxious. My Shropshire fan base from Akron, Ohio, and around the country. Thank you. I'm sorry.
We don't know if it's R. Kelly's documentary. It ain't his documentary. If Lifetime was chasing clout by even doing a part 2, or if Kevin Hart was chasing clout doing the I Am Kevin Hart, the greatest man on earth alive, and Here Are My Mistakes documentary.
Oh, the Don't F This Up documentary.
Don't F This Up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe
I think it was a little too late for that, Kevin.
Or maybe his wife was chasing clout because she said, well, we'll tell you, she chasing clout because she's talking some kind of ridiculous answer about the cheating. So we're going to get to that.
We're going to get into that.
Hell, I mean, did y'all see the documentary, Shropshires? We'll talk about it.
Yeah. And if Lil Mo left her husband back in May because he spit on her in front of the kids,
man, come on.
Why is she just talking about it in December?
Right.
Is she chasing clout?
She's
does she need to get some new press?
Yeah, and you know what? That's the wrong way to chase clout.
Don't tell them how to chase clout.
Right.
Not yet. Or is Donald Trump ordering an airstrike which killed the freaking what's his name? Qasim? Maj General Qasim Sulami, I can't even say his name, but he was the powerful Iranian commander, and now he is no longer with us.
Well, you're right. So,
Black Twitter is not happy.
Oh, that boy done lost his mind.
And there's real talk about World War III.
Yeah.
So it's just as you can see from my hat and from my shirt, Shropshire, I've already served my country, so I'm not trying to go back in right now. But we'll get into that.
Terry is representing today.
I'm representing my country because I serve my country loudly and honorably. Thank you.
Maybe Terry should be getting into anything for clout today because he is clout chasing with the VA. Letting us know the check is on the way.
No, I'm not clout chasing. What had happened was the fact that this you don't have to iron this shirt. You just take it out of the washer and put it right on, and that's what I did. It was the easiest thing to put on because I was lazy this morning.
Hey,
that's what it was.
Like a veteran right there.
Yep.
All right, well, we got a great show ahead of you
so
today.
Stop hating.
A great show ahead of us today, you guys. So we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. Okay, you guys. First up, Terry said I should not say we're going in on R. Kelly. So I'm going to leave that in 2019.
Yeah, because people might take that the wrong way.
I take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So Lifetime Movie Network released Surviving R. Kelly. We almost didn't survive R. Kelly's Part 1 documentary.
And the Part 2.
Yeah. And the Part 2 was a lot, you guys.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to have bloopers for this one.
Well, I don't know, because they did address that. And they addressed Dave Chappelle talking about it. They addressed the memes. Right. They addressed all of that because they said what's happening is we're making fun and using all the memes and his pain with the Gayle King interview and laughing, and the victims are not laughing. Like, this is not a laughing matter. Like, we're making light of it, but they're like, that's being very insensitive to the women who were actually attacked.
Well, that's true. I mean, you know, Twitter is funny and it's also cruel. I mean, they have no mercy. And they make fun of pretty much everything. I mean, we about to go to war, right? And they have some hilarious memes.
Yeah.
So Black Twitter has no boundaries.
We like World War III is nothing to be kikiing and laughing about.
Yeah, but they doing it. But back to R. Kelly.
Yeah, the producers.
And I'm wondering, you know, this is an open invitation to Lifetime channel to actually, you have my permission, Lifetime, to go ahead and do some documentaries on other people. Yes. So you can do. There's Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. And there's Matt Lauer of the Today Show. Right. There's comedian C.K. Lewis. There's
Bill Cosby.
Well, I mean,
but they're already in a hit. Bill Cosby.
Yeah, they already. But Bill Cosby's already gone. The thing is
we can talk about him. He already in prison.
Yeah, he's already in prison.
So they might as well go ahead and talk to his victim.
Well, I don't want.
I don't want to see those people because they're probably like 80-year-old ladies.
Half this victims
it's gonna be like 30, 80-year-old ladies talking about how Bill chased them down 30 years ago. And I think if they did his documentary, it would look so ridiculous because we would be like, are you serious right now? Yes. All these ladies got dentures. They're part of the Geritol crew. They can't even remember.
I don't want to talk about Bill Cosby because he might have his lawyers slam me in the media like they did Eddie Murphy. Did y'all see Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live when he made one simple joke and then he called him the white man slave?
Yeah, he called him the white man slave.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
And
so
you know, Bill Cosby had a lot of nerve because he was forever downing black people, forever downing everybody, being buffoonish, this and that. You know, Bill Cosby's smart mouth allegedly had a lot to do with his son, you know, being attacked and killed like he was because of how he was against the blacks all the time. So how dare him have the audacity when he was over here date raping women with pills and alcohol.
But the problem is...
But you want to be buffoonish, Bill, and be niggified if that's what you want to say. But don't be sitting up here date raping women.
Well, I have a problem with the fact that Bill Cosby. I don't have a problem with the fact that Bill Cosby is in prison. I have a problem with the fact that Bill Cosby's the only person in prison right now. After the Me Too movement uncovered 200 white men, and Bill Cosby's the only person in prison?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I got a problem with that. Well, you got specials on Bill Cosby. Yes. You about to have a documentary on Russell Simmons but you have nothing on Weinstein. No. You have nothing on Matt Lauer.
Yeah, you know the reason.
I mean, come on, man.
You know the reason why.
Well, they can only clout chase one person at a time. So I think they went for the weakest link. Yeah. Bill Cosby probably didn't want to be like, here's the check to shut up.
No, but Bill Cosby and Bill Cosby learned his trade from the pervert of all perverts, the dude who owned the Playboy Mansion, because that's where he went when he was a young kid. He learned it from him. And he was allowed to die.
Well, guess who went to jail? The one with the darkest skin. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, you know how society actually looked at Bill Cosby, and that's the first thing they went and destroyed.
Yep. Because he was the biggest hypocrite.
Yes.
Well, yeah. He
was the best actor.
Yeah, no. He's great.
Let's not forget his number one acting shows.
About a decade.
Wait a minute, he was Father of the Year.
Well, he was America's dad.
He was America's dad.
But I repeat, I have no problem with Bill Cosby being in prison. Right. I just have a problem with him being the only person in prison. Yes. How is that possible with over 200 men uncovered in Hollywood by the Me Too movement?
Yes.
Thank you. That's
now let me tell you what's funny.
That's the biggest problem.
What's funny is somebody brought this out. Now, Kevin Hart's documentary, Don't F This One Up.
Right.
Produced by Kevin Hart, directed by Kevin Hart, starring Kevin Hart,
and written
by Kevin Hart. Okay, I really would like to know what his publicity team thought about this. But it's mighty funny how they tried to say that one of his homeboys was the one who recorded the
actual
sex
video.
act of the video.
The sex tape,
yeah. One of his homeboys, friends for 20 years. But all the charges, 5 of the charges he had against him, 4 of them has been dropped.
Yes.
And Kevin was the only one who was saying that he was the one who did it.
Right.
So they took his word for it.
Right.
So this man was facing jail time, prison time. Now that last charge is about to be dropped.
What it was, extortion?
But they were thinking that the only reason this lady got a $50 million lawsuit against Kevin.
Right.
He didn't want to press charges against her people because that might have opened a can of worms, and maybe a slew of other women that he had been with would start to speak out about,
and
we
was Me Too thing
exactly. So he wanted to avoid that whole curveball and blame it on old boy.
Well, I mean, that documentary, docuseries.
But they're like, why is all his friends still friends with old boy?
Yeah, the documentary was problematic on multiple matters. In my opinion, first of all, he belittled his trainer with such ferocity. It was embarrassing. He humiliated him. He tried to stomp on him like a roach. And a lot of people had a problem with that. But the biggest problem that I had was the fact that his wife justified. She said, "I'm glad it happened, that he cheated on me, so that we're closer." No, baby, you clout chasing. Okay, so you thought you struck gold,
right?
Okay.
Oh, she
did strike gold.
She struck gold.
She got $100 million man.
Yeah.
Right.
Nico, you are the winner.
Right. So she's definitely in the finals for the Clout Chaser of the week.
I didn't really want to lose my family.
Right.
I wasn't ready to lose my family.
No, she
wasn't ready to lose that
check.
money.
No, she didn't want to lose that check.
Money.
How do you honestly say that I am happy that my man cheated on me so that he's a better man now and that we're closer? Really? Is that where we're going now? Is that where we're going now?
He got closer with his boys.
Whatever.
To me.
That would have seemed like.
Because he was like.
On the extra show.
And then he blamed the cheating on his boys. He said, see, if my boys had been with me, then one of them would have been like, Kev, what are you doing? So now he travels. His boys go everywhere with him.
Right.
And then he said he met that girl on the plane. Now, Kevin flies private jets. So how did he meet her on the flight? Yeah, that's a little. They didn't touch that too much.
No, they ain't gonna touch upon that. Right. But he
never took accountability.
Yeah.
I did not like the fact that I didn't hear an accountability like.
Well, he went on Instagram and said he apologized to his wife. He reiterated it, and he also reiterated his apology to his trainer on Instagram. And but I mean, he should have done it in the documentary if he was going to produce the documentary and put it on. So he made it
because that's where he spends. When you watch it, you will see that's where he spent time blaming his boys because they weren't there, and that's how he gets into trouble. So now he's not doing anything without all of them there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every interview, they all came out, and they're all with him. And when he goes on tour, now he's going to show all my boys are with me now. I'm doing the right thing. Because he may have one strike left. She said she's giving him 3 chances.
So that means he done cheated twice.
Yeah, he done that.
So we didn't see the other one.
We didn't see the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I doubt.
Yeah, because she said 3 strikes, he out.
Her ridiculousness on this is just as bad as Kanye West.
That's why he married her.
It's just about as ridiculous as Kanye West going up there and preaching, saying that the hymen check was God approved. Now that was ridiculous.
Wait a minute, is that just as bad as Snoop Dogg sniffing cocaine off of the little girl all over her, and then going on stage at the BET Awards the very same day to perform his gospel album?
Huh?
Hey.
Uncle Snoop.
Snoop. You done graduated.
That's how the Holy Ghost called it.
The girl put out a whole video. The girl that he was
it?
cheating with. She put out a whole video of what happened because Lil Duval made a comment about her. Can't remember the girl's name. That's why Snoop's wife said she is done. They are separated. She has left. The girl has humiliated her. And the other girl had the receipts of the $20,000 check that he sent to her bank wired to her because he messed up her Uber ride or something. And sent her $20,000 to make up for it.
See, that's
she detailed their whole night.
See, this is what happens when you clout chase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She clout chased.
That's what I'm saying.
She was like, "Oh, y'all think it's funny, Lil Duval?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put you on blast."
And she showed.
And let's get this money. Let's get this money.
She did.
And but she done messed up her bag now.
Oh yeah, you know she was.
She did say she messed her bag up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, "Man, I could have just had been a good side piece
chick.
and got taken care of." And now she on house arrest making YouTube videos.
Or as they said in Harlem Nights, as the woman said in Harlem Nights, I'm a good hoe. She could have just been a good hoe.
Yeah.
She could have just said, I'm going to stay in my lane, be a nice little trick, and do my thing, and I could be a good hoe. But she messed up a bag.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. She messed up the Snoop bag. You know Snoop got bags.
Yeah,
he ain't got a bag. He got bags.
Yes. She could have got bags and marijuana at the same time.
Right. Free weed.
Yes.
Like did you read that Snoop has employs a dude?
Yeah.
He pays him like thousands of dollars just to roll his blunt.
roll
He's
his
an
blunt.
employee.
Yeah.
He pays him like $30,000 a month just to roll his blunt, and then the dude gets free blunts.
Hey, I don't
and
smoke weed.
the
I
dude gets to
roll
travel with him, so he goes around the world.
But you rather write, Terry, for
No, I'd rather roll his blunt.
Oh, I roll it.
I'd rather roll his blunt.
I roll it down.
Are you serious? I don't have to smoke it. I just roll it.
Guess what? Snoop ain't but a flight away down in L.A.
Hey,
Well, you know what?
I'm a hell of a blunt smoke.
You know what? I'm gonna take some blunt rolling classes.
Because
Anybody out there?
that employee is gonna mess up.
Anybody out there know somebody who could teach me how to roll a blunt? Because I don't do blunts.
You can't tell them you don't even know how.
Dang!
I learned on YouTube.
Dang! I done messed up my bag, didn't I?
You
Tell
know
them I
what?
don't even know how.
Terry
Okay, Snoop. Don't.
I know how to
Never
roll
mind.
cigarettes, so I'll figure it out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we going in on all the couples today. We going on all the women that are showing that they are just not women of substance.
we going in on them, folks. We
So,
going in on them.
We're going to come back after this break, and then we're going to get into Lil Mo with letting the breaking point.
Lil Mo.
The breaking point
Lil
be
Mo, come on.
when her husband spit on her in front of the kids.
I mean, you got to lose a limb over this. I mean, you got to lose an eye. You spit on somebody. That means absolute hatred. Well, we'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah, the nerve.
Yeah.
All right. Man, I'm about to get me a hat with a big old C on it.
What kind of hat?
For Clout Chaser.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So since everybody's doing anything for clout, I might as well be out clout chasing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You might as well.
In these streets.
In these streets.
In these streets. These folks are doing the most.
So Lil Mo has like 5 kids, right?
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, she got a gang. Yeah, she got a starting squad.
So she was saying how she was just getting over her opioid addiction was one of the things she's leaving in 2019.
And we applaud her for that.
Yes,
I mean,
yes. Getting over your opioid.
Shout out to Lil Mo.
Yeah.
Because most people don't get over opioids.
You
You just don't leave heroin alone overnight.
No, it wasn't heroin. It was like Percocet opioids.
Yeah, them
prescription pills.
They in the same family.
Yeah.
So she was saying how she couldn't wait to get her Love and Hip Hop check from On the Sky so that she could get high, so that she could forget about all her problems.
Right.
And she was up to spending $400 a day on Percocet.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised she didn't OD.
I'm surprised that she didn't.
$400 a day.
But you got 5 kids.
Right.
But you worried about.
And what the kids was eating?
You worried about dealing, what is it, blanking out all your problems.
Because in that opioid family is heroin, and Whitney's daughter, Bobby Christina's ex-boyfriend, just died from that.
Yes.
So you can die from this stuff. So
he died from karma.
Well,
yeah, that too.
Shout out to you know what, Nick Gordon's family.
Shout out to God getting you back.
Sincere. I don't know what our sincere is, because Nick Gordon had this coming. We don't wish death upon anyone.
Right. But nobody feels bad.
No.
I think that Bobby Brown probably feels bad that he wasn't the one who killed himself.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
I think that might be the only reason that he feels bad.
And what is so tragic about this is that all of the parties involved are dead.
Right.
The white guy who was the supplier,
wow.
he overdosed.
Are you serious?
He overdosed in 2018.
Yeah, in 2018.
Yeah, in 2018. He overdosed last year.
Yeah.
And now Nick Gordon OD'd.
I know they say keep your circle small, but keep your circles
alive.
Drug-free.
And keep them alive.
Yeah.
Whitney
so you
is
got
dead.
a small circle, and all of y'all
all of them are dead.
Drug
Before
addicts.
30. All of them. That's That's like a bad horror show.
But see, the thing about it is, Whitney Houston was a functional drug addict. Right. She knew how to handle it. She had been a long history of handling herself, of getting high, doing drugs, going right on that stage like it wasn't nothing, doing her interviews.
But eventually it catches up with you.
Well,
as it
no,
did.
I think it didn't catch up with her unless somebody made you a cocktail that you weren't aware of and you just popped it. Right. Now, it's mighty funny that Nick Gordon was the only one who found Whitney Houston in the bathtub, who found Bobby Christina in the bathtub. Right. And who found himself dead. They said his friends, when he overdosed, they just dumped his body off somewhere and called the police.
Wow.
And told them where he was and kept it moving.
But here's the thing that disturbs me the most. He had a family after he died. We found out that he had a family.
Yeah, he had a family.
Well, then if he had a family before, why was he with Whitney? Why did she adopt him?
At 14. He was already a grown kid.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, because Bobby Christina needed company. So she needed somebody to... When Whitney was in rehab, they were supposed to be there with her support system. But all of them had started going to rehab.
That whole thing.
She was in rehab so long that it's like you bringing your kids here, right?
Right.
And you guys are here for rehab.
Right.
So they was in rehab so long. Now the kids are of age to actually partake. Now the kids are in rehab with her. Now they all in rehab together.
Man, that's just a sad situation.
That's a sad situation. All that talent just... Gone over this one bad seed, like that make you just, and he wasn't even officially adopted. But you try to help somebody out and bring them into your family,
into your circle.
And then they just take the whole family out.
It's just bad. So
it's just bad.
Yeah, so a lot of people are not feeling bad for him because of the fact that he, was seen as the person that was responsible for the death, even if he didn't actually commit it. Bobby Christina's death, and you're right. Bobby Brown right now is probably crying his eyes out because he's the one that wanted to wrap his hand around his neck. If he could have found it.
He's out of the country. He's getting all kind of phone calls. His team is, and people are asking, "Oh, did Bobby do it?" Like, what a ridiculous question.
And man out of
that
town.
man is living his life, worrying about his kids now. Mourning over that, having a Bobby Christina House Foundation, and trying to just remember her death and honor it. Not trying to worry about attacking Nick, or he would have took him out a long time ago.
Yeah, have mercy on Nick Gordon's soul, because
what? Nick died with the church, the Relentless Church.
Huh?
That church is about to be dead.
Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, that was a good segue.
Relentless Church.
I didn't get that at first. I didn't get that at first. Man, what is going on? With Pastor John Gray's church?
Well, why is Pastor John Gray saying the bills have been paid?
Right.
But why would they serve the eviction notice if the bills were paid?
So here's the thing. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Redemption Church is the owner and the landlord of the Relentless Church, who is renting.
Where are these names coming from?
Right. These are interesting names.
These some hell of a
So Redemption is the landlord. Relentless is the occupant.
When they named the church Relentless, you knew they wasn't paying the rent.
Yes.
Ooh.
It was like, we will relentlessly not pay.
That's a low blow, Joe. That's a low blow.
Relentlessly not
blow.
Withheld that money from your
Allegedly.
So here's the situation for those who haven't heard yet. Redemption Church is filing papers in court to evict.
No, they have filed.
Yeah, they have filed.
Served.
Okay, they have filed to evict. Redemption is filed to evict Relentless, which is John Gray's church.
Yes.
Because they claim that he's not making all his payments, and they're tired of absorbing the cost because he's not making his payments.
It's in Charlotte. Should we go up there next Sunday and see if it's any service?
Well, no, it's in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, it's in. Okay, that's not far at all.
That's right up the street
from
Atlanta.
You know what? We there.
We in the A.
Next Sunday, we in the parking lot.
Dennis
Byron, can you meet us? In the parking lot, we bringing TMZ with us to the parking lot to see if the bill was paid or not.
That is too far, man. Don't do that.
It better be people in that parking lot.
Don't do that. But here's the thing. And it's not related.
It's happening.
It's not related. A man can do what he wants with his own money.
Right.
The problem is it looks bad because your church is about to be evicted, and you just bought your wife a year ago a $200,000 Lamborghini.
Okay, so the value should have went down to like what, $150,000. So they could take that, sell it.
Yeah.
Sell the Lambo, pay the rent. No. Then it said we there.
Yeah,
we going. Yeah, I'm going. Then it's for real. Yeah, we're driving in South Carolina.
But the problem is that I've already read the reports where Pastor John Gray, is worth $7 million. So he could take his own personal money.
And pay for it.
So
so why are we
how did it get to this?
Yeah,
how are we having this discussion?
I guess maybe in his mind that the Lord didn't tell him to use his money. He's supposed to use the church money.
I don't, man.
Well, doesn't the church money pay for the church?
Hey.
Right.
So they're going to church every Sunday. This is a mega church.
Yeah.
This is not like it's a little
mom and
pop church with 30 people.
No. He's in the same class.
Where are those tithes going?
Oh, let's see.
You know what? This really calls for an investigation.
I don't know. I think
because he did lose his show on. He had a show.
Yeah, he had a whole show.
No, and not only that, he's good friends with the largest church in America, which is Joel Osteen of Lakewood Church in Houston.
Why did Joe put the check up?
Well, the thing
Kanye
is that
gave him the check.
Right, he shouldn't have to though.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have to.
He should have been.
You know what, Kanye? Can you take your Sunday service down to South Carolina next Sunday? Yeah. If Kanye West shows up,
that's actually not a bad idea.
People could get there and they could have a Save the Church party. Mm-hmm. You know what?
And then,
but will they relentlessly accept the money?
That's so foul. But not only that, but here's the thing. And then Kanye could go down there and he have a wider audience to talk about how he supports the Hyman check.
Oh yeah,
because he supports T.I. He said it's God approved.
And then Kim Kardashian could go and find some more black men to get out of prison in South Carolina.
Because they have a lot of black men in prison in South Carolina.
You are so cynical, Jojo. I mean, this doesn't sound like so for real.
Because we all about saving stuff. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to let some things go in 2020. Hey. He said it's a lie, John.
He said it's a lie. He's going to fight it in court.
It's the devil.
He said that
it's the devil.
No. John Gray, for those who don't know, has said he has made the payments, all the payments. He is up to date. But the Redemption Church keeps saying that they're absorbing the cost because he's not making the payments. So right now, all we know the fact is that the papers have been filed.
Mm-hmm. But
that's
the
only thing that we know is the fact.
The food truck is out there every week. Dennis Byron said he needs to start selling those chicken dinner plates.
Dennis Byron, bruh, what are you doing, man?
That's
what
he need to be doing.
Hey.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
So you know what? Dennis Byron need to go make that trek down to Greenville, South Carolina.
I'm for the drive.
You know what that mean? That mean we up in the wrong business. We need to start our own church. We
call
that thing who that
you know what? See, no.
Who that preaching?
See,
that's
I'm not
worse
going there.
than relentless.
I believe in God. I believe in the church.
The boy making money.
But not every church is representative of the body of God.
Oh yeah,
wait a minute. Speaking of which,
what happened?
I'm not even gonna get on Jamal Bryant today. You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone, Jamal. I'm gonna leave you alone because word on the streets.
Yes.
Is Malaysia is on the payroll, but I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't gonna say
Malaysia?
that for basketball wise.
No.
Yeah. She on the payroll.
Wait, hold on.
It's on the expense account.
Wait, but what is she doing at the church?
She on the expense account.
Well, what does she do for the church?
I don't know.
What do the church do for her?
Or she might be the head mother.
Or she might be the take off the mother.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. The head mother.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know.
What kind of title is
Mr. Brian? Hey, Jamal. Pastor Brian. I ain't say nothing. This ain't me.
I ain't say it either. That's what the people say.
That's what the people say. Okay.
You know what? So I'm not getting into that. You know what? We gonna have to take a water break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a water break. Yes. Stay there, folk.
And stop doing anything for clout in 2020.
Man, for real, boy, y'all. There's better ways to make money.
Yes.
Melanie Holt and Martell Holt. My heart was just really going out to you guys as a couple. Martell, you was like outside. Oh, I wish I had the video. Oh, something I want to get off my chest. I want to tell my truth. I want my truth to be revealed. And then Melanie's in her car. I don't know why he's telling his truth, because if he want to tell his truth, we all got some truth. So I'm sitting here waiting like y'all. Yeah. So if you guys are happy and together, where are y'all making these videos at? Are y'all not at home? Because if you like 8.5 months pregnant and you riding around in the car, you not checking your traps. I know that's not what you're doing out there in Huntsville, Alabama. So where is Martell making these videos at? And the better question is, where is the mistress making her videos at? Right. So she's over there talking about, you was with the wife eating last night, and now you over here, with me last night eating corn And now you with the wife eating corn dinner. And I'm like, what in the world is going on out here in this world? So they was like, tune in tomorrow. We're going to go live. See, that's when I knew it was a setup.
Yeah.
When he said they're going to go live, if you having all kind of family problems, are you and your wife like, we going live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, tune in?
Yeah.
So everybody was down for the tea, like, oh, yes, is Martell going to tell the truth about the mistress? Because Funky Dineva the only one who really holds the key to the truth about the mistress. Okay? And Carlos King, Kingdom Reign holds the truth because Carlos produced the show.
Right.
Carlos took a Real Housewife of Atlanta situation all the way down to Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah. And nobody even know where Huntsville is. Does anybody know where Huntsville is?
Do they have an airport?
Actually,
right. No,
Jalen, my son's dad is from Huntsville.
Is it near New Orleans? I mean, what makes
No, it's near Birmingham.
Oh, okay. Birmingham.
You know them folks out in Birmingham.
Yeah.
But these are like millionaire couples who have a millionaire industry. They are not just hillbillies out there.
No.
So
these ain't just,
you guys did the video at 8
rednecks.
o'clock, and they took a whole family picture. The family all dressed up and had their new baby. She just gave birth the 19th of this month, and they announced the birth of their new baby girl. Like, why would you guys take your marital problems and put it in the public and do that for clout? Like, why would you do that? Like, that is just despicable.
Clout Chaser.
The marriage arrangement is just so not honorable anymore.
No, well, I think I think it's among certain people. I mean, this couple right here is obviously
joke.
Obviously, well, they're a joke, but they're obviously willing to do anything to get more money and to get more clout,
to
and
be
get more
on
fame,
TV,
and to be on TV, and to manufacture some kind of drama and problems in order. I mean, they've learned from the best. They learned from Kenya Moore. They learned how to manufacture. They learned how to manufacture relationships.
Wait a minute, Mark is giving Kenya a run for the money. Now he told that woman he did not want to film, but he's like, "Oh, okay, y'all want me to film? I'll film." Yeah. I love Nene Leakes. She nice to me. Yes. She is a good person. She's this. And he saw that it was making Kenya's skin boil when he sat there at that table. Right. But did you notice the seating arrangement? And we hate to jump over to the, more relevant housewives problems. Melanie and Martell, y'all on punishment right now. Yeah. You're in a serious timeout.
Right.
But Mark just embarrassed Kenya. And he was sitting at the opposite end of, shouldn't couples each sit across from each other at a table? But
no,
she was sitting here and he was sitting down there, and everybody else was like, it was weird.
Yeah. It was real weird.
It was very
that whole marriage is weird. And so Kenya.
Well, Marcus, I think the representative that Kenya showed him in the beginning has disappeared. And now
it's not the same.
Kenya Moore has returned.
Kenya Moore is back.
Yes.
Kenya Moore is back.
The good thing is he loves that
Kenya
baby
Moore.
girl.
Yeah.
The good thing is there is no prenup, so somebody could benefit from a divorce.
Somebody gonna get paid.
Kenya is really. I mean, talk about karma. We were talking about karma with Nick Gordon, but we're talking about karma with Kenya as well, because her premise on even getting onto the show was that she was in relationships, and one relationship after another have been uncovered and has been shown to be a fraud. So I don't even know if this marriage was even real. And that this marriage,
I think it was
real.
real.
Was in a real relationship.
No, I saw his parents at her baby shower, and his parents came. They gave Kenya the photo album and this was in a private room, no cameras or anything. Okay. We want you to have this. This is when Mark was little, and of all the baby pictures, and they fell in love with her. I do think that Mark was in love with her.
The parents might love Kenya and the baby. Mark might be in love with the baby.
And I don't know. But I
don't know about Kenya. Kenya Moore and her motives and what she has done in the past. There's something that the police call modus operandi. That means a pattern of behavior.
There you go.
And so her pattern of behavior is that she's had one fake relationship after another for years. Yeah. I don't even know if that she was real about this relationship.
I don't think she had the ability to be married. She don't have the ability to be married.
To love.
And
it's sad. I mean, her childhood is incredibly sad. I feel bad for her about her childhood, about how her mother did her. But she seems incapable of loving anything.
But maybe, being an actress, sometimes you're so in acting mode that you really don't know who you are and how to be real. But the good thing that came out of this, her mother sent the baby a birthday gift for her 1-year birthday. Her mother said that she had been praying to God to forget about, what she did as far as Kenya is concerned. But she said, you know what? Maybe she needs to revisit that situation. And
she needs to solve it.
Brought her and Kenya together.
Yes, I mean, because your body and your mind start to revolt against itself
So
when you do not address childhood trauma. You start the body starts to rebel in your 30s and your 40s, and she's in her late 40s.
Her mama.
Huh?
What about her mama?
I mean, her mother needs mother needs to solve that as well. But Kenya needs to come to peace with. Kenya needs to come to peace with that situation in order for her to.
Kenya's
about 48.
Probably about 48.
Yeah, 48, 49.
But what you look?
Huh?
About 50.
No, she look good.
No, she look good.
She looks good.
Kenya looks like she's in her 30s. I mean,
she looks
that's
amazing.
That's the one thing she had. That's the one asset she has is her face.
Right.
That's the only asset that she has. The
Why
only
do you
skill.
keep emphasizing assets?
Asset.
Because
well, she do have some
because she doesn't have a real ass. That's why. Everything else is fake, just like the Kardashians. Everything on them is fake.
Well, no, she has real hair.
The Kardashians have real hair. You're right. Yeah. I'm sorry, the Kardashians. My bad.
Yes. We'll talk about them like that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But
the slut dashes. I mean,
we gotta end this on a serious note.
Okay, we're going to end this on a serious note.
Donald Trump deciding to order an airstrike.
Yes.
Now, he said that he will do anything to save the United States. Was Donald Trump doing that for clout because of the impeachment? Like, you know what? If I save war and save this is going to exonerate him, and the people will be like, yay, he saved us from the villain. Because it was a known fact that this general was the worst.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes
was it legal for what he did?
I don't think it was legal.
Well, the thing is that people are in the White House. I'm sorry, in the Congress are upset because there was no consultation with the Congress before he.
Yeah, did he chit chat with anybody about this?
Right, but it wasn't active. But it's not an act of war. You can do wartime type things without going to war. So you can't go to war without the Congress.
So now the people in D.C. is all watching over their shoulders, waiting for another. Because the people said they will strike back.
They say it's going to strike back.
When you least expect it.
Yeah, so people.
I'm glad we don't live in New York or D.C.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean,
they know that boy address.
They ain't going to strike Atlanta.
Well, I mean, terrorists have struck in L.A. Remember, there was a terrorist attack in L.A.
He declared war without the approval of Congress. That's what Dennis said.
Well,
hey.
I think
Can he do that?
I didn't think they
could.
Or
do you think if he would have asked for Congress approval, they would have said
no? They would have denied him. Yeah.
So Donald Trump, when will you learn?
Boy, he tripping. He lost his mind.
Atlanta is a soft target.
Well, it's not an accident that he is the first president ever to be impeached in his first term, and only the third president to be impeached. Period.
Right.
He is the first ever. Let me repeat that, in his first term. So that doesn't happen by accident. There are reasons why he got impeached in his first term.
Wait a minute. Right. It's not technically impeached with his paperwork on hold.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What is that? We're holding it. Okay, it's 2020.
Yeah.
Right.
So what?
He came in with scandal.
He did.
And he gonna leave the office with scandal.
Yeah, strike is not a declaration of war, according to Javon. But Dennis said that it is, and Dennis is from Atlanta, so we are going to listen to him.
No. Hey. I disagree with Dennis because of the fact that, remember, Obama never went to war when he declared those airstrikes over Libya. Remember? Those airstrikes over Libya.
Right. Obama was airstriking too?
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Obama was airstriking.
But did he kill anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was drone dropped.
Obama.
Oh,
yeah. But what I'm saying is you can order airstrikes over such and such over an enemy without declaring war.
Okay.
You cannot declare war.
Now explain to the people what an airstrike is.
If I gotta explain what an airstrike is to these folk, well, the thing is that an airstrike is something from a plane, or an airstrike is ordering
a drone.
Ordering a bomb drop from a plane. Mm-hmm. So that's an airstrike.
So did anybody else get killed besides him?
Yeah, other people got killed.
But
he was the main person that got killed.
Okay,
he was the main person. He was the important person.
And the people over there are just in an uproar. Did you see that funeral? They had dragging his body all over the place. It was just hundreds of thousands of people on the street. It was crazy.
Now, right now, the repercussions
if Iran and Iraq decide to attack us, We safe in Atlanta. Y'all better come to Atlanta.
I'm telling
because
you, come to the South.
They ain't doing nothing to the South.
They can strike anywhere. They can and they have in the past.
But they won't.
But remember, they did. No. Remember during the 2000.
The LGBTQ.
Remember during the hold on. During the 9/11 attacks, they didn't just strike New York and D.C. They also got Pennsylvania.
Right.
See?
So they can strike
didn't come here.
Okay.
Yeah, long as
Joe now is obsessed with Atlanta.
Yes.
You know,
I'm obsessed with my safe zone.
We don't need no more folk in Atlanta. We ain't got no more room.
Yeah. So are you one of your
we ain't got no more room
so
here.
We can get rid of some folks.
Oh my goodness! Did you hear what she just said?
As long as they don't come to Cobb County.
Okay. I'm like Stephen A. Smith. This is blasphemous.
It's blasphemous.
Don't be
you know
disrespectful.
what Dennis said? There's a difference. There's a difference targeting a terrorist cell versus targeting a military leader.
Right. That's
okay.
So what I'm saying
that's
is
what we was trying to say, Dennis.
What I'm saying is that the president has to go to Congress to ask for permission to declare war.
He said it was assassination.
Well, I mean, it is an assassination because he's a high-ranking official. It is an assassination. Well, it's a high-ranking official. Yeah. So if a general in America got struck by an enemy, that's an assassination.
Right.
It's not just presidents that can get assassinated.
You know what? We got to end, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're going to end it doing what we always do. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
And stop clout chasing.
Don't do anything for clout.
Don't do anything for clout.
Don't do anything for clout.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Peace.
Okay, you guys. It's that time for the drum roll.
Yes.
We need to know.
Who's the clout chaser of the week?
Who's the biggest clout chaser of the week? Is it Melanie and Martell Hope?
For being fakes?
Yeah, for the being.
Is it Lifetime Movie Network for releasing Surviving R. Kelly?
Another one?
What is
how many do y'all need
like
doing?
4 hours long. It's about 4 hours long.
I mean, come on, Lifetime.
Is it Kevin Hart for doing a documentary produced by, filmed by, starring Kevin Hart?
Or is it his wife for saying that it was okay that he cheated so that he could become a better man?
And
I love
it. Is it
Nico Hart? Come on now.
Is it Mo?
Is it Lil Mo?
That was just a not so fun fact to be released today.
Yeah, so I can't really say about her on that one.
Lil Mo.
Yeah, she.
When you get cheated on a show on national TV and cheated on, you should have left in. You had to have him spit on you? Come on. She's my winner.
Wait a minute. Was it Snoop Dogg's Sidechick for releasing a 12-minute video of every place on her body that Snoop sniffed cocaine off of on a YouTube channel where she has over
who you think you are, the Wolf of
100,000 people?
Who do you think you are, the Wolf of Wall Street? Did y'all see that?
Yeah. I did notice that Martha Stewart's show got moved to VH1.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this has anything to do with that whole cocaine acute. Snoop Dogg Sidechick, that's
who else on the list? Who else on that list?
Is it John Gray for saying?
John Gray. Yeah. He said he kept up his payments.
Is it the relentless?
He kept up his payments.
He kept up his payments for being relentless.
He was
not making the payments.
Right, making the payments on the church, or is he keeping up his payments on that Lamborghini?
Right, or is it Donald Trump for ordering the airstrike?
Or is it? Yeah.
I mean, this is a tough one. I kind of think it's Snoop Dogg's Sidechick.
Okay.
Because she didn't have to release that video.
That's a good choice. Yeah. Mine is going to be Lil Mo. Because, damn. You had to get spat on?
Yeah, you got spat
after your man?
But that's not clout chasing.
Well, when she released it and let everybody know he spit on her, that was the reason. That means you're trying to get sympathy. You're trying to get clout.
Yeah.
You're trying to get on another reality show.
That's embarrassing.
She's trying to get on another reality show. That's what she's doing.
Mine is, I think it'd have to be Kevin Hart's wife.
Ooh.
Because, she did give him 3 strikes.
He going after Kevin Hart's wife.
I want to know what the second
strike was.
Why
you going after that poor wife? She got cheated on.
I think we got a tie.
Didn't you cry with her?
I tried to cry with her, but I want to know who was the second one.
I couldn't cry with her because I didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
She just was upset about being publicly humiliated, not about what happened.
Right.
So hold on. So she was publicly humiliated on the first one. So she had been cheated on the second time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
because she said
since it wasn't in public,
she said he got 3 strikes.
Yeah. So since it wasn't in public,
so what's the second strike?
But does that mean he got a house left?
Yeah.
I mean, a strike left?
He have to have a strike.
Well, maybe
left.
he had. You know what?
And after the third strike,
right? So
she ain't going to.
So he has another cheating strike. Does Kevin Hart have an extra strike to cheat?
Oh, she's not gonna get rid of Ray Bottoms. You know this.
Okay, you guys. The winner is A trio.
Yeah.
Trio of Snoop
and Nico Hart.
Yeah.
Snoop,
Sidechick.
Yeah.
and Lil Mo.
And
Getting spat on.
Yeah, getting spat
And
on.
telling people
okay.
about it. And
And
telling
Lil
people about
Mo.
it. She trying to get on the
You kept
reality
that
show.
to yourself and
Right.
blaming on the opioids,
Right.
girl.
Right.
Yes.
That's
You coulda
nasty.
just-
That's
yeah.
nasty.
Just nasty.
That's just nasty.
You
know
supposed to
what?
That's about nasty as those Kardashians.
Don't do anything for clout.
Not
You're just going to
anything.
embarrass yourself.
Don't tell nobody that you
So,
got
Kevin,
spat
you
on.
off the hook. You off
Yes.
the hook, Kevin.
Somebody
Kevin,
get-
you
yeah.
off the hook.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
wife got it.
Yeah, your wife got it. Actually, your wife
wife got
got it, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all
and
for
next
tuning
week
in.
we will have
We'll be
a
back
new
next week.
winner.
Yeah, we'll have a new winner.
Yes.